All right, here we go, gang. So I think that this is an important subject because I think a lot of us maybe we want to go into coaching or we want to make a product, but we don't really know who that product is for, and we don't really know what niche that product is in, right? And if we just try and help all people right away, and we're just trying to make a product for the masses that really works for everybody, it's not going to work, guys. It just isn't. You cannot start as Ed Milet. You cannot be Tony Robbins today. The thing is, all of these giant thought leaders that seem to speak on a variety of topics. They speak on finance one day, they speak on health one day, they speak on meditation the next day. And of course, we'd all love to be thought leaders in multiple spaces and be able to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about on any given day. All of these thought leaders started within a niche, right? You look at a guy like Gary Vaynerchuk, for instance, right? He is a thought leader that speaks across many different categories now. But when he actually started as a wine thought leader. He started with a wine YouTube channel. And I think that also goes to say what your niche is today. The micro niche that you choose for the next few years doesn't have to define you forever. So don't let it intimidate you in the way that you think if you choose something that you're going to teach on or create products around today, it doesn't necessarily have to be the thing that you create products and content about 10 years from now. At that point, if you've built a big enough following within this niche, yes, you can start to talk about other things. People will want to listen, but you can't take that step first. You have to kind of crawl your way to the pedestal where people want to listen to you on various topics. And you got to start within a niche. So today's episode, 10 steps to discovering your thought leader niche. And the first step is assess your strengths and skills, right? List the areas where you excel or have a strong skill set. This could be specific technical skills, soft communication skills, maybe a unique experience that sets you apart. Identify the areas where you naturally shine and feel most comfortable sharing knowledge. And all of us have a few of these areas. Maybe you think you're a great storyteller and you think you could tell people how to tell great stories. Maybe you think you're a great public speaker. Maybe you think you're a great cook. Whatever it is, we all have some strengths and skills that we realize we probably do a little bit better than the general population. Let's list those out, those 3 to 5 to 10 things that we feel we excel in. And that'll be a great first step towards finding our perfect thought leadership niche. All right, guys. Number 2 is identify your passion, right? Thought leaders are typically passionate about their subject matter. Think about topics that you're generally interested in, subjects you could talk about or research tirelessly. You have a deep personal interest that helps sustain momentum and build authenticity. I think that the passion is so important because for you to really be a thought leader within a specific category, you're going to have to continually keep learning within this category. Maybe that means, looking at research documents. Maybe that means reading 2 or 3 books a month within that category. Whatever it is, you need to constantly be feeding yourself new information within that niche because then you're going to have things to teach. And the more that you learn within a specific category, the more you start to kind of put things together in your own head and fill in gaps within the knowledge and think of your own theories within the niche. So you're going to have a passion, right? You're going to have to be genuinely interested in this topic because you're probably going to have to learn within this topic a lot over the next 2 to 3 to 4 years before you can think about expanding into other niches. All right, number 3 is consider your core values and mission, right? Reflect on your core values and what you stand for. Do you have a personal mission statement or particular impact that you want to make on the world? Your values will help shape your unique message and provide a compass for your thought leadership journey. So I think, it's important for all of us, whether we want to be thought leaders or not, to know our values. And maybe that's integrity, maybe that's fun, maybe that's service, maybe that's making a positive impact wherever we go. Like, let's know what those core 3 to 5 values are that we want to show up in, living through in everything we do. And I think sometimes less is more with this. I know for myself, my core values are integrity, they are impact, and they're fun. And I try and keep it very short and sweet there, right? Integrity meaning I keep my word to myself and others. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. When I tell someone else I'll be somewhere, I be there on time. I be there. I sound like a caveman. And then fun. I try to show up with an energy of fun with everything I do, because I do think there's a way to enjoy almost every situation. And then impact, right? Whether you're sitting at your desk, making a blog post, or you're out with a client, or you're on a client call, or maybe you're out on your buddy's boat and someone needs to jump in the water to tie it up, right? Always try and be a person of positive impact in every situation. Be useful. Try to be genuinely useful in every situation you're in. I definitely encourage everyone out there to take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and kind of narrow down what are those 2, 3 values that you want to show up with in every situation. And that'll kind of help lead towards clarity within your thought leadership niche. All right, number 4 is define your ideal audience, right? Identify the group of people that you want to help or influence. Are they professionals? Are they students? Are they entrepreneurs? Perhaps they're a niche group within a specific industry. Tailoring your content to a specific audience's needs helps establish a clear and focused message. And again, this doesn't mean that this is the specific audience you have to speak to forever. That's not the case. But for those first 2 to 3 years, while you're building your brand, it is important to tailor your message towards a specific audience. Because if you're trying to speak to everybody, the odds are that your message is going to get to almost nobody. So define your ideal audience before you start this journey. All right, number 5 is analyze market gaps, right? Research the current leaders in your field. What topics are already saturated and where are there noticeable gaps? Identify underexplored topics or underserved audiences. It's going to give you a unique angle to develop your niche. So, don't skip this step. This is an easy one to skip, right? No one really likes to do, market research. Analyzing market gaps is probably not something that is going to elicit a really happy or naturally fun response in your soul. And that's okay, but it's still an important step. Let's say you want to be a communication skills coach. Go out there and look at the top communication skills coaches on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and what are they talking about? And what can I talk about that's slightly different? What angle can I take at this that's going to set me apart from the pack, that's going to position me in a unique place within this niche? All right, guys, number 6, hammering away at this list as we do on Persistence Playbook, is get clear on your unique selling proposition, the USP, right? Consider what makes your perspective distinct. Is it a unique combination of skills, a fresh viewpoint, or a novel approach, or a well-known topic? Your USP will differentiate you from others and provide a compelling reason for people to listen to you. So this kind of piggybacks on the analyze market gaps, right? You analyze the market and then you create your clear and unique selling proposition based on what you learned, right? What is going to position you within that market that is a unique combination of skills, a fresh viewpoint, a novel approach to a well-known topic that's maybe already been discussed a million times? What is going to make you a little bit different? You don't have to be crazy different, but you got to be at least 10 degrees different within that niche if you want people to pay attention to you. All right. Number 7, experiment with content creation, right? Start creating content around a few potential topics to gauge what resonates most with your audience. I'm talking blog posts, videos, social media posts, or podcasts to get real-time feedback, and pay attention to the topics that get the most engagement and those that feel most aligned with your strengths and interests. I think just with the content creation thing, just start throwing a lot of stuff at the wall in the beginning. Aim for 3 to 5 posts a week, eventually try and turn that up to 1 post a day. And pick your favorite social media platform to start on. Maybe you use Instagram the most right now. Start with Instagram. Maybe you're more of a TikTok fiend. Start with TikTok. Don't try and dominate every social media platform from day one. Pick one you're most comfortable with. Pick one that you use the most as you're on your own as a consumer, and start posting consistently within your niche. You're going to learn what people like, what people don't like. You're going to learn what resonates with you, what type of content you like creating the most, what type of content that really bores you the most. And this is going to help guide you towards that clarity on your thought leadership journey. All right, guys, number 8 is network with industry experts, right? Connect with other thought leaders and professionals in your area of interest. This will provide insights into current trends, challenges, and the value that you can add. Ask for feedback and observe what's working for other thought leaders to identify where you can differentiate yourself. All right, guys, number 9 way to figure out what your niche is within the thought leadership journey. You want to be a thought leader, but you're not sure what your niche is going to be. We are hammering down a list to try and get you some clarity right now. And number 9 is refine your message and focus. Once you have some clarity on what resonates, hone in on a specific theme or area. Avoid trying to cover too much. Narrower is a tough word, especially in the morning before you've had any caffeine, which is the state that I'm trying to say this in. This is, by the way, I think the first ever podcast I've done with no caffeine in my system. I just kind of woke up and I said, you know what? I'm going to go do this right now before even having caffeine. I'm a maniac. Anyway, a narrower focus can just make a bigger impact. A refined message is easier to market, and it also helps build a recognizable brand. All right, guys, number 10, we are here already. I'm almost sad. I'm having a lot of fun on this list. And number 10 is establish credibility and consistency. Consistency is really going to be the thing that allows you to rise up within your niche more than anything. You have to be consistently sharing valuable content, insights, and knowledge to build credibility. You have to consistently show up for your audience so they trust that you are their person within that niche. Thought leadership is built on trust. So showing up regularly is utterly essential, gang. Over time, credibility and consistency in your chosen niche will help establish you as a trusted thought leader. And just you showing up time and time again on social media with blog posts, it's going to really ingrain a confidence in your soul within this niche as well. The more podcasts you go on speaking about this topic, the more confident you're going to be that you actually are the expert within this niche. The more you show up for your audience, the more you are going to feel like you're the real deal. And that's what it's all about, gang. We want to find this niche that we can become a thought leader, that we can make an incredible impact on people's lives, not people's knives. We don't want to make an incredible impact on people's knives. We want to make an incredible impact on people's lives. And the only way that we're going to do that is by showing up consistently, guys. All right. Follow these steps. And I think you can gradually shape a well-defined thought leadership niche that not only aligns with your strengths, but also your passions and lights you up inside, and it'll add significant value to your audience. Thanks for listening, guys. This has been Persistence Playbook, 10 steps to define your thought leadership niche so you can get out there and make a dramatic and impactful presence within the world that we live in, gang. Thank you so much. And this is your weekly reminder that you will feel resistance to the work you know that you should be doing this week. In those moments, acknowledge that resistance. It's real. It's not fake. Lean into your why. Why are you doing these hard things? And take action anyway. We'll catch you next week, gang.